round, and I'll spin ye a tale of the mischief's maiden and her crew who prevail. With sails kissed by fury and a thirst for the fight, they carve through the shackles by day and by night. Stands the captain, bold Wilhelm by name. Cokenstache the terror with a gun full of flame. He took the maiden in a mutiny's roar, a ship of betrayal, now legend and lore. Yo-ho, the seas will quake, for the maiden sails and the tides will break. With blades and glory and treasure in hand, they rule the waves, the scourge of the land. By his side his first mate gears a goblin so sly, with a mind full of madness and a glint in his eye. He's rigged up the cannons with a devilish grin, and laughs as the powder sparks battle to begin. Then there's Lucky Goldentail, a healer so keen, a dog with a heart bigger than you've ever seen. With potions and laughter he mends every scar, but steals every peg leg from the fallen in war. Yo-ho, the seas will quake, for the maiden sails and the tides will break. With blades and glory and treasure in hand, they rule the waves, the scourge of the land. Now Jupiter Blackblade, a swordsman supreme, with reflexes sharp and a blade like a dream. A cat cloaked in shadows, his strike swift and true. No enemy stands when Jupiter's in view. Through tempests and gales, through battles so grim, the maiden's crew sings as they claim every win. From Kraken's deep maw to rival king's fleets, the legend grows louder with every defeat. From the Isle of Whispers to Blood Cove's black shore, they've plundered and battled, left legends in store. The Hurricane King, he watches with dread, for Wilhelm's red sails bring the promise of dread. The maiden's guns roared in the siege of the spire, and gears lit the fuse that set the sky fire. While Jupiter struck down 10 men with one blade, Lucky laughed as their foes' peg legs were filled. Yo-ho, the seas will quake, for the maiden sails and the tides will break. With blades and glory and treasure in hand, they rule the waves, the scourge of the land. So here's to the crew of the Mischief's pride, the wild seas their playground, the plunder their guide. Raise your cups high to Wilhelm and his kin, the kings of the shackles where legends begin. Yo-ho, the seas will quake, for the maiden sails and the tides will break. With blades and glory and treasure in hand, they rule the waves, the scourge of the land. Oh, gather ye round, and I'll spin ye a tale of the mischief's maiden and her crew who prevail. With sails kissed by fury and a thirst for the fight, they carve through the shackles by day and by night. At the helm stands the captain, bold Wilhelm by name. Cokenstache the terror with a gun full of flame. He took the maiden in a mutiny's roar, a ship of betrayal now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Tuesday night Smoke and Barrel, where some exciting things happened last episode here last week. But before we get into all that, let's kind of go through who I have at the moment. MegaReacts should be coming up a little bit late here. He'll probably join us right in the middle of the crazy action, which is fine. But let's see how everybody else is doing today. We'll start with Moss. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. Still on a bit of a high because we had a pretty good stream yesterday for Call of Cthulhu, and I'm also
Nice.
very, very excited for the episode we just recorded for Fear of Ages Past. So we've had a bunch of good games, and
Yes.
I'm excited to. I'm like in the zone at this point. Like I'm ready to freaking go.
Nice. Nice. I like to hear that. JT, are you in the zone? Did you have a good week of gaming as well?
I'm in the auto zone.
Get in the zone.
I too was in this Cthulhu game Moss speaks of. It was pleasant.
Thank you. I guess.
Good to hear. Good to hear. And Biggles, how is everything on your end there?
I am a complete failure. I got to the point where I can set up a trap and then capture the monster on Monster Hunter, and I died as soon as I set up the trap, causing me to fail miserably, and I hate my life now. So other than that, I'm good. I need to figure out how this Magus dedication works on here because I don't know how spells work or how to set them up. So we'll see.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Somebody talk the dog spells. We're gonna die.
Well, basically, enchanting my weapons with magic.
Or speech. Okay. So awesome. Have you picked any spells yet? Here, I'm gonna actually.
I don't know how to do that.
Gotcha. Hold on, I gotcha. Okay, so I'll show you how to do it real quick. Do a little demo here. So, if in your character sheet, if you go to the little wand icon, the spell casting, I have put your preparation spells already.
Mhm.
Effectively, you know 4 0th level spells, and you can cast 2 a day.
All right,
So
I'm
then
gonna-
what you do is if you click the spell preparation, it'll bring up your spell book. And under cantrips, you can just use a little magnifying glass, and it should bring up all the 0th level spells. You might have to click off rank 1.
Okay.
Does it consider those?
Yeah, they're basically
let's
showing
see,
all the
hold
same
on.
ones.
Just make sure if you click one, just make sure it says cantrip when you click on it.
Cantrip, yep.
James Gash, I did read that, but luckily he's only picking the dedication, so he only has cantrips right now, which is a good ease him into some spells. But what you'll do is you'll pick 4 of these, and just bring them over. You just drag them over.
I picked 4 of them.
Yep, you pick 4 of all the ones. Just again, like I said, make sure it says cantrip when you click on it.
Mm-hmm.
Void. I'm gonna say void warp might be one you want to look into. That one's really cool.
Ass?
On kick.
I see
warp.
kick.
Maybe you didn't go on.
I don't know. Or warp step might be a fun one for you too.
Weird.
Other than that,
I refreshed.
And then what you're gonna do is you will just then out of those prepared. So every day you can change your prepared spells. You will just take 2 of those from that arcane prepared spells, and you will drag them over to your character sheet. And then when you cast them, it'll tell you, you've cast 1 of them.
You know what's weird is you're appearing offline, even though clearly you're not.
Yeah, you are.
I was wondering why I didn't see y'all.
Let's see.
No, it's I pull it up on Kick, and I'm there.
Yeah, but you're not showing up on my followers.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah, you're showing us as offline. Like I said, you're here, but you're not showing up.
Dang you, Kick, and yes, James
Kick
Cash,
doesn't like us.
not having spell strike right away will make things a little bit more a little bit easier on all of us. And he'll get some introductory spells. And I will tell you though, Pathfinder 2e, out of all the versions of Dungeons and Dragons I've played, from going from Pathfinder 1 to Pathfinder 2e, the cantrips in Pathfinder 2nd edition are probably the most powerful and coolest cantrips I've ever had in any role playing game.
So none of these buff my weapon.
Probably not. No, cantrips generally, for the most part, are going to be. I don't think any of these. Shield might be a good one. I don't think any of them are weapon buffing, no. But if you do get Spell Strike in the dedication, then any of these spells that are considered an attack you can use alongside a regular attack, which is pretty cool. But yeah. Well, I'm glad that everybody's here. We're finishing up some leveling they did last time. So that's always good. Everybody, I think this is a pretty decent level for everybody. I think you finished up some of the dedications. So into new archetypes, even though we weren't really following that rule with the free archetype thing, I think for the most part, everybody went to the second feat in the dedication. So
Not
everybody is.
me.
Oh, you're all crafter stuff.
I'm all over the place.
But yeah, I think everybody got a nice little boost in things and found out some stuff that they will take into hopefully this next upcoming battle. As where we left off, which I'm actually just going to bring everybody over, is you successfully fought back the siege of Tidewater Rock. A silhouetted ship appeared at the end of the bay, and as you were checking out the ship, you noticed a kind of fog rolling in, an unnatural fog rolling into the bay. And luckily, rolling very high on perception, noticed two longboats carrying a little over a dozen pirates came kind of rowing up to Tidewater Rock. So you guys got a first few volleys uh, before things got crazy. They had their grappling guns and gecko pads and were climbing up the walls and all of these things. But you dispatched them with pretty good ease. There was some good damage out there, but nobody got seriously hurt. Taking the head of Isabel Inkskin, who you realize has a whole treasure map on her body. And as you kind of finish looting, getting the good gear, I think it was I had Iguana Montoya shows up and said, "Hey, their ship is leaving. I took, he got over here, ran over here during the course of both combats. Your ship is still fine. They have dropped the sails and everything. So if you want to chase this Thresher, the crew was ready for you, and you decided to. That's where we're going to kind of start. We should all be on the open seas map where you see the Thresher out in the distance. I'll tell you, it is. You do see some low lanterns on it since you are out in the open seas. It is not a windy evening. It is a pretty calm evening. So we are going to go with bad wind on the piloting checks. There is not much of a wind at all. And you are about 150 feet away. Captain Cokenstache, can I just have you do a stealth check, please? And then you can do what you said.
Yes.
As I'm assuming you guys are no lanterns trying to catch up to them as sneaky as possible.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I get a bonus for that or no? If we're no lantern.
I'm not gonna say no because it is a big ship and it is
Okay.
they are on the lookout for you kind of thing.
Not bad.
Okay. I'm gonna roll something on my end. You might see it come up. Yeah, you don't notice any extra alarm from them. They do seem to be doing to catch a wind. So, and you wanted to do something initially, Wilhelm?
I was actually gonna ask if we could douse the lights.
We can draft
Okay,
them,
yeah.
right?
There's not really a mechanical thing for it, but maybe I'll come up with one. But as of right now, they are not doing anything other than like
Running for their lives.
yeah. So actually, I
Okay.
forgot to tell you guys, I did update the ship combat. If you go into Pirate's Life and you have Battle on the High Seas, Pilot Action, Gunner Action, there will be some more things spread out about. I sort of rephrased some of it and changed a little bit. That way, you guys have more things you can do in your rounds specifically. And I also,
Where's that again?
in the journal, you go to Pirate's Life, and towards the bottom, there will be the last three.
Ah,
A couple things I changed is I assigned what ship statuses are. So if you do something and it says reckless, the next set of piloting checks on the next round will be the DC will increase. Uncontrolled kind of gave what the stats to the ship are going to happen if you're uncontrolled, and one called burden. Burden is just going to be one of those things where if you do one of the actions that says it, everything on the next turn will require an extra action. So
Okay.
it's like, you're forcing the crew to do this, you're forcing the crew to do this. The next action, think of it kind of like they're a little bit fatigued. So it takes a little bit of extra step to do some stuff. But it's really only the few big things like bombarding and a couple of the other movements. But yeah, and then yeah, you see that I added that on there. So everybody kind of gets an idea of what, and I clarified what you can do as the officers of the crew each round and stuff like that. I will effectively, at this point, give you a surprise round. If there is anything in particular you would like to do.
I want to load the
let's
cannon and shoot the
see.
mast.
What's the
Okay.
range on this stuff here?
And then all that'll be located on Battle on the High Seas. If you scroll all the way down, it'll have the swivel gun, light ballista catapult,
120
cannon.
feet. Okay. 120. Boo boo boo.
Battles on the high sea.
90 feet.
And
120. All right.
obviously, we will say as you guys were chasing down the Thresher, all cannons, ballista, catapult, all of that stuff can be loaded. So the first round of combat here will be no loading or needing to reload any of the siege weapons.
Very
But
good.
we will start off with Biggles once we start the action, because he will do his piloting, and then we'll move into the battle phase.
All right.
Where is the movement again?
So
Pilot actions. Okay.
pilot actions. Yep. So you have drive, stop, turn, shifting, club haul, shearing, and ramming are kind of your main ones. If you can think of something, or is there something else you'd want to do, I can always homebrew, or we can kind of decide on how that works there. But I say these are the most common actions in combat here. So,
I basically want to position us to where we can have the most cannons and stuff shooting at it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mega wants
So-
to go ship.
I don't know if you have an hour before you get spotted, at least, but that's up to you guys. With something like that, you have effectively either the port or starboard side, because the swivel gun you have on the bow can do either or. So
Okay.
as long as you are, if you look at the top of the pilot, within starboard, forward, port forward, you can get 3 weapons to attack in one round.
Okay, and we are currently there to our starboard right now, based on the thing, based on the picture.
Yes. No, they'd be to your port because you are. Sorry,
Am I
I couldn't
looking at
flip
the
the
wrong-
token. Yeah, well, you're over here in the dark.
on the left side?
Should bring.
Yeah. So what
Yeah, that's you guys.
I figured we were the lit one because we could see.
No, they're the lit one because they have some lanterns on.
And our lanterns are off. Okay. Well, if they're on port side, I want to pull up then on them, but staying far enough behind that they can't turn their guns on us without having to make like a big turn.
Okay.
So whatever that does, however you put that.
So the shortest range
Yeah.
weapon is 90 feet.
Yeah. So I want to get us within.
All right. So your ship moves 50 feet. So you'd have to do a 2-action drive, which will allow you to move straight up to effectively 100 feet. If you wish to do any turning, 1-action turn would be a 45 degree, 2-action turn would be a 60, and you could do a 3-action turn, which you could just turn the ship if you make the.
So I want to do a
Pilot.
2-action to get within the range, and then I guess somewhat turn it on the last one to make it so I hit, or so that we have, yeah.
So go ahead and give me a piloting check. This will be a DC 18.
And that's a sailing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
Okay, 23.
Okay,
Not
good.
terrible.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't
So you
see
can
what it was.
move up to 100 feet. So right around there with a slight turn to kind of be angling at them. That general area.
Boom.
Perfect. All right. And we'll go to the captain and Jupiter.
Okay, so just so I am aware, it says I can add 2 to a number of rolls equal to my intelligence or charisma modifier, which in my case I would pick intelligence. So I can add 4 plus 2 bonuses that and is considered an action or a reaction for each roll. So I can take up to 3 actions plus a reaction to just add plus 2 modifiers to everybody's rolls. Is that right?
Yeah, and you can do that whenever. So you could the reaction part would be like, let's say Jupiter is like, I'm gonna do this, but we have a bunch of stuff on the DC. After he says his action, you can use your reaction to give it the +2.
Okay.
But then you can on your turn say, you know what, I know, when you go or you claim your actions, you can be like, okay, dude, Jupiter's gonna shoot, you take my +1. I know Gears is gonna board, maybe take a +2, or hand those out as your actions. Or when somebody goes to do something, you can then say it, kind of thing.
All right.
Or almost even almost as a result happens, I'll say as a reaction. If you notice, if I give him my reaction right on this turn, he'll succeed. Cool, I'll give him that plus.
Okay.
2.
But I can I do that when I know when I know what somebody is doing, or do I have to on this turn tell, like, I'm giving one to you and you and you?
Before they roll.
Okay.
So if somebody says, I'm gonna, bombard, you can be like, oh, I'm gonna give you my +2. So you'll effectively get, 3 of those, and then 1 that you can do after the result has happened.
Gotcha. Okay. Very good.
Yeah. So with that in mind, what would the battle phase people like to do?
What would I determine to be more effective at this range and this angle? A bombardment, a siege strike, or a targeting of the mast?
That I guess is up to you. I mean, the targeting of the mast, would slow the ship down and make it so that their piloting checks.
Right. But is that effect? Could I do that from this angle? Is what I'm saying. And can I bombard from this angle like effectively, or can the siege engine aim from this angle? Because I have no idea.
I'm gonna actually change the target for the mast because -4 on piloting checks will actually be more helpful when it comes to things. So that'll just be another increase to their DC for piloting checks. Yeah, I think that's kind of on you. The mast and the keel will make it harder for them to
Well,
do
I know
things,
it's on me,
but
but I'm saying, to my knowledge as a gunner, do I know that I can hit them with a siege engine from here or a bombardment? I know if I take out their mast, that's great, but I don't know if I can take out
Yeah.
their mast. What I'm asking, like from my knowledge, what do I think can be more effective? Not which I should do. I don't know the effectiveness of from the angle.
So in reference to, like, the bombard action, as long as your, shortest range weapon has the range to hit them, you can do the bombard.
Okay, so I thought
So
you can only do that from the side for some reason.
it's effectively all. If you decide to bombard, it'll be everything on that facing that can shoot will shoot.
Okay, I got you.
So if you were
I see,
only,
but it's reckless. Okay, I'm gonna
yeah,
target the
yeah,
mast. I'm gonna target
okay.
the mast for
Take a
the
+2 to that.
opening shot. Okay, I don't know
And
how to roll that though.
before you do that though, I do have another quick question. I'm sorry to slow everything down.
No, you're good.
My artillerist dedication, since I'm not necessarily serving on the team, uh, does that nullify the +2 circumstance bonus I get from the artillerist dedication, or can I add that as well since I'm the captain?
So you can add that. I don't see why we couldn't have that happen.
Dope. All right, so +4.
All right, so what do I hit the roll as?
Let me see. I might have to put your guys' tokens down somewhere just for.
Yeah, I thought we had some sort of bar or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna just put your tokens on the bottom of the map, just so if you have to target something, your tokens on there. Let me see. Let's do. I'm gonna add an action to you real quick. Create an action. We're gonna call it. Siege Engine Strike. Category. Defensive details. Actions. Yada rules. Okay. Oh, that's not going to roll what I want it to roll. Never mind. That's not going to do anything for us. Just. How do I want to do this? I might have to add attacks. Just target the Thresher and use any of your ranged weapons.
I'm clicking it. Is it not target? Oh, there it goes.
Okay. And then use any of your ranged weapons. Make sure to reload all that stuff that needs to be done.
All right. So come on.
Well, let's see. You're gonna get a +4.
Oh, but I got a penalty because of the
Yeah, so it's gonna take that out of there.
So it's at least a 20, right?
Yeah, so 20. Yeah, that will hit. So what siege engine are you using to attack? So on the port side, you can use the swivel gun because that can go port or starboard. You can use a ballista or the cannon because you have.
Oh, I definitely want to use the cannon for that because that's going to do the most damage, I think, right?
Okay.
On the mast, anyway.
Yeah. go ahead and roll. Where are you at here?
Maybe I should have bombarded. Shit. I wanted to get the called shot first since there was an opener.
Oh,
this way they couldn't move,
4d10.
4D. Ooh, not terrible.
7. Hardness. Take that out of there. So, okay. Yeah, you see this shot in the dark come up, and you hit one of the masts of the thresher, and it almost breaks. You see it like crack, and a bunch of rigging explode. And
Correct hit, Captain.
Yar, very good. She's slowing down.
yeah, you're not quite sure if it broke the mast, but you definitely did damage to the ship. And so he just fired the cannon. Wilhelm, if you would like to fire the ballista or the swivel gun.
Oh, can I do all of those things at the same time?
Hey!
All right.
Now,
I will.
Yeah, as long as you're around, you have.
Can
the
I
round.
reload as well
Alright.
for next time, or I'd use 2 of my actions?
Let's see, what does it take to reload the cannon?
Ballista.
It is 2 actions, so no.
So I start loading the cannon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do I? I would not be able to give myself the +2 circumstance bonus. For my own being.
Yeah,
a pilot.
that's fair. Yeah, because you're kind of giving
Okay.
it to other people.
Yarr!
All right, yeah, that will hit.
All right, so the ballista is. Sorry, I've got a bunch of
2d10.
2d10. All right.
How come you didn't get the range penalty?
Because he did an unarmed attack.
Right, that's even farther.
Yar, 15.
I'm not sure why it did that.
I'm
You notice.
questioning the mechanics.
It's
The
because
mechanics
it doesn't give a range thing, so it doesn't take it as a.
Oh yeah, probably.
Weird. You would think a
You
melee
missed
strike
for
would
ya.
have a range.
You know his movie there.
Mr. Fantastic.
Wilhelm, you send this ballista, and it has the perfect arc and everything, and you notice that it makes contact with the thresher, but seems to just bounce off of its hull and into the water.
Yar! I need to aim for a weaker
Yeah.
spot.
We are going to roll to initiative.
Just
here.
for my own curiosity,
Does Mega
Yes.
get a turn?
can you use a potency crystal on a cannon?
You would have to attach it and keep it there since it's
Well,
a craft check. It takes some time.
The potency crystal is only like a one-time use. You just kind of put it on.
Oh,
it and
for your
fire.
thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see
Nice.
why not.
It would make it a +1 striking cannon for one shot.
If you yeah, so Gears, now that you're here, they fired the cannon, they fired the ballista. You can fire the swivel gun if you would like, or you can reload the cannon or the ballista for the next round using 2 actions, and then
Fire the swivel gun.
all right. So just you get a +2 for that from the captain. Just go ahead and target the thresher and use one of your guns. I'm gonna need to make weapons so that you guys have proper things to shoot with going forward. I knew there was something I was missing when I was kind of putting
I
this
thought
all
we
in
had it
here.
last time we did ship combat. I don't remember, but I could have swore we had a cannon button or something.
Maybe unless it's on.
I think we
With
had.
my-
We should have had a regular cannon.
Wait,
Did
is
we
the-
have like a ship deck where we had like cannons to? I don't remember. Thought
don't
we
we
did
also-
though.
And I am going to, well, my
Wait.
spoon gun already has a +1, but I am going to be using a potency crystal, so we can just keep that
Okay.
+1 on there.
This question
Perfect.
is the
Yeah.
the catapult not in range?
Catapult's in range.
Oh
That's
yeah,
100
yeah.
That's 120 feet.
So can he fire the catapult then?
You
instead
could
of
do the
bubble gun?
catapult. Yeah, you could do the catapult as well if you wanted, or
Well,
either
I
or,
would
I
have
guess.
fired the
I'm
damn
doing the gun
catapult
because I'm
that I
already
rolled.
here.
Okay, and I apologize. I keep asking this, but so
Okay.
my artillerist dedication, can I add that to
Mhm.
one thing,
I-
or can I add that to everybody?
Yes. No,
one?
I'm gonna say you have to pick a siege engine
Okay.
for that dedication to go off
I
of.
would have got a +2
Very
to
good.
that, so an 18. with
But
that.
there's a -4 for the range, which wouldn't be there as well.
That's well, he hit it even without all the pluses, so you're
All
good
right,
there.
so the damage would double the damage dice.
But
'cause
would
it's
he have gotten
a
critical?
+1 with potency crystal.
So something I messed up last time we did ship combats. Most ships are immune to criticals.
Oh,
So
must be
you'll
nice.
be doing. You said you are doubling the damage. Nice.
Yeah, so I am using a potency crystal, so it will make it a +1. +1 striking weapon, which I think doubles the damage die, right?
Yeah.
Or is
so
that
go ahead and
just hit?
roll.
I don't recall.
No, striking doubles the damage dice. That might be a little too powerful. We'll find out here. Roll 10d4.
Holy shit!
Well, it says the weapon I'm using. It doesn't specify. Has to be a
Well, yeah. Again, we're sort of. I haven't found any good. Okay, that's
Oh.
not too bad. It was really going to depend on what this looked like. On if
It
I
wasn't that
might
great.
nerf.
Who
that
did
a
what I
little.
did?
If he rolled all fours, that would have been so awesome. Just
Nice.
and I'm down to
let's
a 1
see.
potency crystal, so I can't do it constantly either. It's just
Yeah.
I haven't been making
No,
too
it's
many
just
lately because
in
I don't
in
need
my
them.
brain. If I was like, if he maxes this out, I'm gonna be a little sad. But that's okay. It wasn't-
Moss
No
likes the
maxing
hot
out.
bar.
All
Sadly.
right. Okay, now the only weapon, while you have your weapons on the port side, but all your starboard and your bow weapons have been fired. Oops, game is paused. Didn't get to do that. I'm going to add an encounter, and if Lucky, if you will go into your thing there and roll. I don't need initiative. I only need initiatives from Lucky as a pilot.
Dang, because
And
mine was
that's the
really
Thresher.
good.
It's a good one though.
And because we're not on the ship, I don't get my new ability, right?
Not yet,
And-
no.
Okay.
And honestly, if you like, it's probably fortuitous if we get a lower initiative, so that way we can respond as
And
opposed to letting them respond.
Hmm.
And what am I
So
rolling it with? A
Yeah,
sailing
but we have
board?
to reload.
sailing lore, yeah.
That's true.
Well, so how it's going to work again? It's pilot initiative. Pilots move, so your ship moves first, and then you fire.
Hmm.
So
Come on, that
All right.
one. Ugh, that's
what do I have for piloting check?
I tried, guys. I tried for the nat one.
To
Did good.
add placeholder combat
For
We don't mind a nat one every once in a while.
Tried to make us proud. You know, usually I want the nat 20, but this
Proud.
time I wanted the nat one.
All right.
Proud,
Just
Daddy. Proud.
grab the
Freddy Got Fingered, anybody? Great movie.
I've seen it once.
So good. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Love it.
I gotta have his token out, really? That's dumb. All right. Up there. Ooh, and of course he rolls a natural 20 on his. So they their captain's token is just gonna be right above their ship because I will need that for some stuff. He Their ship will go first. All right, you're shooting at them. They're not super happy. Also not bitches.
They should have thought about that before they fuck with us.
Yeah. Let's see. What's he want to? How does he want to do this? You know what? This guy's kind of crazy. You did kill the captain, so now it's the first mate, who I will tell you is a little nuts. He's off his rocker a little bit.
Nice.
So he is actually going to try to club haul his ship to turn around and face you completely.
Nut job. I like it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna consider that reckless because that just I don't know why I didn't add that tag to it. And he is gonna. Oops! I don't want to catch a rock. Where is my? There it is. Okay. Yeah, he got that perfectly. So you see the Thresher. I rolled another natural 20.
Golly.
Yeah, it's very foreboding for you guys. You see, and you maybe even hear the chains or the ropes of the anchor, and you hear lower anchor. And within the span of, a couple seconds, the Thresher lurches forward and comes spinning around to effectively.
You just fucking e-brake the boat.
That's exactly what he did. He Fast and the Furious you. And that is going to be his turn. They don't have an anchor, but they seem to not care. And you can see there are pirates in the rigging who are ready to board, and they look like, you know what? Fuck it, let's take them. Lucky, it is your turn.
Are we within ramming distance? Captain, permission to ram.
Permission granted. Ram the fucker.
All right. Well, the problem is they're sort of side by side with you. Now
Okay.
you can call to board. Oh, I was like, why am I missing something? Because that's what I'm missing under pilot is call to board. Is the one thing that's on here. And I will read it to you real quick as I add it to this. Boarding. It is all 3 actions. On a pilot's turn, if they are within 30 feet of the enemy ship, they can call for the boarding action. This is a piloting check versus the fortitude save of the enemy ship. And then there's also going to effectively be a repel boarding if you know that they intent on boarding you. Then, yeah, that's not what happened. Well, that's awkward. Everything disappeared. I fucked up. Uh-oh. I broke it all. I broke everything. Anyway. Yeah, so as I fix everything because I broke everything on the ship combat thing there. So that was really fun. That was really, really good of me. If you would like to get ready to board, you can call for the boarding action.
Okay. Prepare, ladies! These scurvy dogs are trying to take us. Prepare to board! Jack, take the helm! As I get ready.
I thought you were the pilot, not the captain.
No, but I asked permission.
Yar, what he said!
Ready to board. Let's go kill us some pirates.
All right. Go ahead.
Should I shoot her or board her, Captain?
How many have we done a whole lot of damage to their crew? Collie. Like, are there plenty of them that we have killed in the previous round, or
we killed?
Roll me a sense motive. And I'll give you kind of a intent.
Oh, I left it hidden.
Me too.
That's fine. Well, you guys got a 29 and a 30 something. So you definitely think that their next action was going to be to board. They, you see boarding pikes out and grappling hooks and stuff like that. just a quick eye, you think that they are probably down a third of their manning crew because you killed what 12, 13 guys.
Nice.
So they definitely have enough crew to run their ship. Their ship is let's see, 50, 25. Your ship. I think their ship is a little bit longer than yours.
That's
The
what she
tokens are
said.
all fucked up. Just moving so I can look at the token.
Did I take anyone out with my mass shot?
Yeah, you see some, like there's a big hole ripped in one of the masts, and you're pretty sure you see a couple bodies like stuck in the rigging.
Cool.
And things like that. But yeah, you have at this point, you are more than welcome to, because we'll do boarding as the start of the next turn kind of thing. So, everybody is throwing stuff. You can do cannons, you can do ballistas, you can shoot if you want to try to damage the ship. And then after all that, we will jump right into ship to ship combat as long as the boarding succeeded. Because
Or
they
just
will get a
reload
chance.
for someone. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good. Because they will get a chance to repel the boarding, but it's not going to be with any bonuses because they did not prepare.
All right. So I will give a +2 bonus to I guess Lucky's making the boarding check.
Did he already do it?
Give it to
No,
me.
Is it done yet?
I don't know what to press.
You're going to be rolling another sailing. It's pretty much all piloting checks for you. So sailing, you'll get a +2. It is against their DC, and I will tell you whether you fail or succeed when you roll.
Why won't it let me add +2? I think it didn't work. It won't let me add a
We
+2.
also did you click the little add button?
Yeah.
Well, we can always do it mentally. We're not that bad.
Okay, hold on. I got it.
You can stall for a second as I have to fix everything
Nice.
I broke in.
With that 33, I'm going to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, that is going to be a critical success on that. And if I did anything right, I believe that will give you guys a bonus on your initiative, or you'll get let's see. Let me remember what I did. 15 club hauling, boarding. Nope, just to pass or fail. Cool. All right. You have successfully boarded the Thresher.
I want to bombard the crew.
Okay, so you would like to bombard. Now that would require, I think, everybody else to do reloading actions so that you have a cannon and at least the ballista available to you.
Hmm. You said that would probably require the whole crew to do the reload and then the firing the ballista.
Yeah, so he wants to do bombard, so that would shoot every weapon on the facing
At the crew.
at once. Specifically targeting the crew. Well, do you have enough action? I don't think you can, because targeting takes 2 actions, and you would be targeting the crew, and a bombard takes 3. So you wouldn't be able to bombard and target, but you could target the crew with the cannon, and pick a cluster of them and roll a cannonball through them effectively.
Yar, do we have any grape shot?
Do we have any fire shot?
You do not, but with that, Jupiter, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I got
As
spoons.
you mentioned, different types of artillery.
You got grapes on the handle.
Damn
You're
it,
pretty
baby
sure
cat.
you. You're pretty sure you see next to. They have kind of the same weapon setup as you guys. You see some possibly explosive cannonballs and stuff that if you successfully kill all
I aim for that.
Okay. I know Gear said he was gonna reload for you, so whichever weapon you would like to use, you could do a
I'm assuming the cannon is my best bet, so I'm gonna go with the cannon.
All right. So go ahead and roll for that.
Wow, what do you mean it's empty? You're stupid. Don't be stupid, game. There. Come on, baby. Yeah.
All right. With a critical hit, I will say you make a shot into what looks to be maybe these explosive cannonballs or fire shot or something like that. So go ahead and roll your normal.
Roll my normal or my critical?
The normal critical or the normal cannon damage.
Oh, how do?
And so just the 4d10 for the
Oh, right. Because
that will
gotcha.
Be the initial damage to the ship.
Oh, I didn't know. Where did it go? Oh, I see what I did. 1 second. I moosed up. Oh, there's at least 110.
23.
46.
What is that? That leaves it. 30. And then that damage is also going to be what I am going to have these guys make as I move you over to our boarding map. All of my guys in this area will have to make a reflex save. Actually, we'll save these guys because they're the ones you probably would have shot at. I'm going to give it a basic reflex save, but they will take either full or half damage based on what they roll here.
Hurry, they have a bigger boat.
Well, this is probably the boarding map we're going to use.
It's the motion of the ocean that matters, Captain. We'll be okay.
Well, looks like we're about to get a new boat then.
I will tell you that their boat is the same category of boat, but is a little bit bigger. All right, all of these guys failed their saves. They're going to actually all also take 23 points of damage, which is going to mess them up. We are going to go into a new encounter. Now, all of you
all time
can go ahead and roll for initiative. Now, since we are boarding, I will allow you to use your perception or your sailing for initiative.
Let's see.
Good.
It is. Oh, no, it's not exactly the same.
I was
sorry, I'm going to throw 40,000 dice out here in a second.
That's good now.
My perception is better.
Okay. I thought for a second it broke my thing. Let's see. Oh, it did break one of them. All those dice just freak out my computer. All right.
It broke. It went all black. There you go.
All right. Now I got to refresh. It's like, did my token vision reset, or do I just need to refresh?
Do you see it's like almost black and white for you?
No, I
With
don't
little
see
spots of
black
color?
and white. I see numbers and I see everybody's little mouse token moving around on my main screen.
Oh, yeah, you might need to refresh,
All
yeah,
right.
because you have dark vision, so you actually have some vision where there's torches and stuff lit.
Okie dokie.
All right, we're going to start this encounter once Wilhelm gets back because he is the first to go. Now, what you will notice is that you might see a plus 20 or something like that above some of these pirates' heads. That means they are in the rigging and they are about 20 feet in the air. So, since combat is starting, this is kind of a place your character where your character would be. If your character would be in the rigging and you would like your character to be up there, if you right click on your token and it has all the little like status effect thingies on the top left, you will see an elevation. If you would like to be in the rigging, go ahead and put yourself at a 20 feet of elevation and you can
okay,
go from there.
Can I assume that my gun is loaded as we
Yes.
go in?
Okay. If you guys want to make sure all of your weapons are fully loaded and ready to go for this initial assault, please do.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
I am gonna go and you said I'm up first.
Yeah, that you are.
All right.
Is-
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blast one of these goblins out of the the thing.
Yeah, target and shoot away, Capitan.
Question: Is Jack going to be on the
see.
thing with us? Because I called the
Oh,
four.
you know what?
Take the
First,
helm.
before I do that, I'm gonna use overdrive.
I'm not going to put him on the map, but he'll come over and take the helm
Okay.
for you. He's not. He's much of a better defender than he is.
I'm gonna dubloon that.
Yeah.
I want to overdrive successfully, please. Better.
I think
All
that
right,
gets it.
success. All right, so I am overdriven. And then I shall. It says overdrive fire damage, but I don't think overdrive causes fire damage to anybody but myself. So I'm gonna leave that unchecked for now.
Yeah.
All right. So I start blasting.
Oh, that's if you were to critical fail.
That's
You
what I
could
thought.
Click that. Yeah, you could click that, and then it would do that automatically for you.
Hey, critical hit.
We're all rolling super high at the moment.
All right.
Come on.
That's plus that. Ashen does persistent fire damage. Okay. Overdrive modifier. Okay, I think we're good. Boo boo boo.
All right.
37 damage.
That goblin who was up in the rigging falls while catches fire, catches some of the loose ropes, and just slams onto the deck.
Yarr! And I will I'm just gonna move forward and kind of like take cover behind the railing for now.
Perfect.
That's my turn.
Yeah? Oh yeah? Oh. Yeah, it's a tough one. All right.
I feel like I would be on the other side of the wheel.
Either I mean the wheel was in a weird in between two squares, so what's its range spot? You know what? Sandra.
I assume the captain has like a little box set up for me so I could see over the wheel.
Yeah.
Yes, he got a little step stool.
All right, she is just gonna cast Bless and kind of take her step at the top of the stairs. She can kind of see this guy. This guy will be slightly concealed from her, but she is going to shoot at that guy. No ammo.
Bless you, Sandra.
I see what you did there, Captain.
Quite clever, if I do say so myself.
This is doing this to me. Okay. There we go. All right, perfect. Do that. Do that. Big. All right. There we go. Let's see. Oh shit.
Let's go.
Okay.
I know you'll be
She
and
What a
dog.
woman.
killed this guy as well. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Wilhelm, you see her bless, and you feel the blessing of Bismara take you and give you a +1 to all kinds of things. And she just points a flintlock pistol at a guy who's like half in the shadows, and you can see gets a really good shot on his shoulder.
Yarr.
All right, it is now gonna be Knuckles. Let's see, this guy's
There's a guy named Knuckles. Is he
Knuckles
gonna
cried.
kill you?
Yeah, he was the first mate because you killed. Oh yeah, he could do that. He's gonna try to jump across. His movement. Easy jump for him.
Oh,
Boom.
boo.
You see him almost do the Henry Cavill like kind of thing, charge the railings and jump across. And with his last action, with his knuckle dusters, he's gonna strike at the captain.
Ooh, knuckle dusters.
What a cocksucker.
And he will hit.
Okay. 26 damage? Oh, that's a 26 to hit. Okay, 15 damage.
15 damage.
All right.
And he just looks at you with a crazed look in his eye. It says, "Your boat will be ours, and so will your fucking fortress." Years.
Oh, you picked the wrong motherfucking ship today, buddy.
Wait, Gears, you have to move back one little spot. So you're still in the bless. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey. Well, nothing fancy here. Just gonna beat the living shit out of this dude.
This guy stands. He gives off a like half giant vibe. He stands probably slightly over 7 feet tall.
You're a
Here,
big
okay.
one. I guess I gotta cut you off at the knees.
Got a nice photo of him.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
I will Benny that. Not Benny, I'm sorry, wrong game. Dubloon.
Did the photo of Knuckles show up for you guys?
Yes.
And my last doubloon. I'm using my only 2 doubloons here.
It literally was on 19 and then it rolled the 1.
I know. Let me take my. Oh, I have 3 doubloons, so I'm using 2. Good deal. All right. I talked a lot of shit. There we go.
See, I was waiting for that one. That makes sense. That's.
May the sea god bless you, because I sure as hell didn't.
How dare you touch the captain? Oh my god!
CJ. Nonchalant.
Sorry, I'm reading all the other things I have to now roll fortitude saves for.
Only thing you have to roll is where we're gonna bury him.
No, he's still alive.
It's okay. I get another attack, you big son of a bitch.
So he made that one. Oh, he failed the deafened. But he made the slow. So he is deafened. Okay, go ahead and roll your.
I hear a great thunder, loud sound
He's
as I hit him.
badly injured, but he's
Next attack.
still standing.
You're not tough, aren't you? Not tough enough.
Oh, that hits. That hits.
Golly, dude. That's insane.
All right, he's
Gears.
still.
Gears put a lot of money into this weapon here.
That he did.
It's got everything I own in this one weapon.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, he didn't. That son of a bitch. He's a tough
Yeah,
one.
he's not dead.
It's okay. He damn sure regrets jumping on board, I tell you that.
All right, the pirate is gonna use. Well, you can't really see. Let's see how far is that. Actually, let me see if he notices Paul first. He'd probably swing at him. No, he doesn't. That's all right. All right. Well, he.
Watch Paul cut his dick off as he jumps over him.
You see one pirate, Jupiter. You see one pirate comes grabbing a rope and swinging across the distance there, and he will attack you.
Me?
Yeah.
He sees me?
Well, he's gonna miss. That's not really gonna matter anyway. This guy is gonna do the same thing with 2 actions. Can he get right there? Avoiding everything. He'll take a swing at Paul, which might hit. Paul's a little bit squishier than you guys.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. All right, Paul's gonna take a little bit of damage from that. That's that guy's turn, but now it is Paul's turn. He's not real happy that these guys are swinging in on him. So he's going to rage. We'll apply that effect to him. That is one action, and then with his first sword stroke, he's going to go for the guy who attacked you. And he'll miss. All right, so he will then use his second attack.
Damn it, Paul.
Pale imitation of a pirate, that Paul.
Yeah, he's gonna miss as well. That's a bummer. But you know, Jupiter, it's now your turn.
I want to sneak attack this guy below me.
Okay.
Below him?
Oh yeah, that guy couldn't even strike you anyway. I didn't notice you were 20 feet above. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll say you have. He's off guard to you. There's no reason he would be looking at
You would have to off guard him for me, I believe.
you. Yeah. The one thing I hate the most is that when you scroll in, the status effect thing doesn't change size. So if you're too far, you don't get all the options, but he should be good for you.
I will try my new sword. I still hit that motherfucker.
Yeah. So you drop down on him, pretty much.
Yup.
All right. Nice. And he is dead.
Then I will roll over to his friend.
I like
His
this.
friend.
Friend. Well, my friend.
I must unelevate myself somehow.
Hello.
Elevator, go home.
I got you.
Helicopter.
And I too will stabbeth he.
Oh, that slow rolled off that one.
Sure did.
But that is a hit. That guy is very near death because this is one of the ones that took your damage from blowing up.
Well, then I will try a third attack on this son of a bitch. What's the worst that could happen? I could miss.
Well, you won't get one, sadly, because your first action was the jump down.
Oh, well, that's too
And
bad because I would have hit that son of a bitch too.
Yeah. But that's all three of your actions. Not a bad way to go. We got this guy who's going to run over a little bit here.
Are these goblins?
These
There's a
are
few.
goblin pirates who are in the rigging.
Sons of bitches.
You know what? He's going to go for Sandara. 'Cause he knows. Actually, no, he's got a boarding action. He can just do that part for free. He comes swinging down in front of Sandara.
Who?
Then
Sandara.
Who the fuck is
yeah.
Sandaro?
Sandara Quinn.
Oh, Sandra
It's
Quinn.
Actually Sandara. We've all been pronouncing it incorrectly.
Wait, is it really? Have I
Yeah.
been reading it
Sandra.
wrong?
Like it's in the book. It's actually Sandara. I've been typing it wrong this whole fucking time.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Like
am
an idiot.
I Lexdistic here?
I'm like, why is he changing it? What the fuck Mandela effect bullshit is this?
I didn't mean to post that.
All
so
right.
We switch gears.
I meant to read.
All right. Well, that's all he does. He does poker. Lucky Golden Tail.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Can I can I fit in this little small spot because I'm little? Because what I want to do is I want to run around and then tumble through him with my movement and then attack him.
I would say you can't stop in that square, but if you started your approach that way, like you can run along the
Rumble over
railing
there.
and
Yeah,
get here.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's what I want to do. So I'm
Okay.
going to target him.
Yeah.
and
Target
then
him and then tumble through.
Tightrope walker.
Tumble through. $32. So
Yeah, he will be off guard.
haha. And now I'm out of the bless. But that's okay. And then I am going to attack with my weapon. Even though Gears did all the work. But he hit the captain. How dare you hit the captain?
Right.
You're a good boy. No way,
Hey,
dude.
Jeez.
handle your
Christ.
business, son.
Oh wait, do I have panache on? I do have panache on.
Yeah, I did. I did put it on for you. You're good.
Sweet. And because I think he's going to die anyways, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, what does it look like when you kill him?
All right. So I run through, right? And I get up, I run around, roll through his legs, and because he's so giant and I did a piercing strike this time, I go and stab right through his fucking
Taint, the taint, right through the taint.
Right in his gooch.
in between the
Right in the
butthole and
gooch.
the balls, right? And just like
Yeah, the taint.
Yeah, the
Okay.
gooch.
Right
The
in there,
gooch.
and just don't touch the captain ever again. And I fucking like shake my sword off of him and watch him fall over.
We're never
Or
gonna
no,
get that smell
watch
off
him-
your blade.
Watch him fall, like not overboard, but
That blade will be forever
overboard.
tainted, dog.
Yes. That
Well, he
half-giant
hits his
taint.
knees. He hits his knees, with his hands between his legs. And I'll say for shits and giggles, his one knuckle dusters, he has two on. One of them is a black powder duster, which effectively, when you hit, explodes in a little bit of black powder. That goes off, and his testicles go flying across and he
He's also a
collapses to the
magician.
ground.
Sorry, Gears, for taking your kill, but he hit the captain. And then
We
I
are a
really-
team, sir. My kill is your kill. Your kill is mine. It's all good.
You're both good boys.
Now I'm going to take my third action to move in between Sandara Quinn and the captain, and I'm going to
Okay.
use my new ability called Doctor's Visitation.
Oh, yeah.
Because I already had.
Your blade smells
Or
like
no,
vinegar.
I'm using Ward Medic. Sorry, I used my Doctor Visitation that allowed me to move, and then I can treat conditions. But I also have Ward Medic, so now I can do it to two people at once.
So what you're going to do is you're going to hold shift, and you're going to target Wilhelm while holding shift, target Sandara, and it should allow you to do both of them at once when you do the tree wounds roll.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I will have a photo taken of you three cuddling when this is all done.
Sounds perfect.
You are.
You have too many targets. Oh, I guess.
Okay, so just do them
Hold
one.
on.
Just do them.
I was still targeting the bad guy.
Okay. You should just be able to shift target on him, and it should take him out of your little.
Can I spend my one doubloon so the dog's
Yep.
sword is always
many-
tainted from now on?
It says I have too many targets.
You might just have to do them one at a time. You don't have to spend a doubloon on that. We'll just say there's just a.
Anytime he cuts a
very
cucumber, it
sour
becomes a pickle.
You might be using the sea brine, but his weapon is truly the sea brine. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay.
Fucking-
So 6
Fucking
healing.
pickle smasher.
Oh no!
That's what we're gonna call your
look, it
blade, the
changed to a
pickle
19.
smasher.
Change to a 19. He doesn't take it. No, let me reroll that.
Yeah, because that would do damage.
They don't kill him. You killed the captain.
Bad dog.
Okay. You
Okay,
apply
you-
some healing. Perfect. All right. We got some goblins who are also going to, at this point, seeing their first mate fall. You know what? No, he's a goblin. The dog needs to die. You watched that whole thing happen. So he's going to attempt to kill you.
Bring it.
Your figures. Typical goblin.
And he's going to miss. So there's that. This guy watched that whole thing happen. Oops.
They think you did all the damage. Lucky. I think I'm okay.
Let them attack me, Gears, and then you just kill them.
This guy's, we're. I'm gonna have to make a will save. Yeah, this pirate throws down his sword. This guy
Smart
right
man.
here.
They're giving up already. I
I'm
love it.
switching teams.
Well,
What's that
okay,
what's that about our
so
chippy in theirs?
You hiring?
in 5 seconds, you guys, what they thought was a cool tactic to get ready to bombard your ship with explosive cannons and shit. You guys saw it, reacted, boarded their ship, killed their first mate in like 2 seconds, and have just been murdering all of their. So yeah, 1 or 2 of them might just surrender for the sake of their lives. That guy, no, apparently he has something to die for. He again grabs a rope and, being very Pirates of the Caribbean like, will go for Paul. Who, if anything, is at least good at taking some damage from you guys. But he will also miss. These guys suck. Top of the round, Captain Wilhelm Cokenstache. You have a couple goblin pirates in front of you, and some fighting still happening on the deck. And you can see, obviously, what you're fighting doesn't represent the rest of the crew, but you do see that your crew is, in fact, taking some prisoners as the combat is kind of winding down a bit.
Okay. Dead, injured, dead. Can I? Oh man, I almost don't want to kill all of them. Well, we should kill the goblins. They're not.
I was gonna say, Captain, kill all the goddamn goblins.
Yeah, the goblins got to go. The automaton goblins are fine, but the real goblins got to go. What is it? Is there like a guarded step that
I'm offended here a little bit.
There is just a step maneuver, which is effectively your disengage, but you can only move 5 feet.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna step back a little bit. Boop. And then I'm gonna target this mofo, and then I'm gonna reload my musket, and that's 2 actions, and then I'm gonna fire my musket at that mofo. Let's kill a goblin. Oh my god!
You still hit.
You hit him.
But my screen went blank again. God damn. Okay, so I hit a 21.
Do hate that.
And I've got Megaton Strike on, so boop.
Ooh.
6 damage?
Ooh.
2 and a 1.
Oh, 6. Wait, hold on.
You
That ain't
rolled
right.
kind of shit.
You rolled a 2 and a 1, dude.
Did I really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you rolled real
God.
bad.
Did you throw a stick
That
at him,
sucks.
Dustin? What did
Does
you
need
do?
to make a will
I was
save.
trying to pierce the gear.
All right, he's fine from the confusion. He knows exactly where that shot came from, and honestly, he's a goblin. He probably eats that ash for breakfast.
He probably eats ass for breakfast too. Piece of shit.
He might. He might.
These are my people now.
Is that the captain's turn?
That is
Yep.
the captain's turn.
We only tolerate you because you're metal.
All right, Sandara Quinn will stash her
Horrible goblin.
pistol, pull out her rapier. Actually, does she have any cool spells from this distance away?
Or rape her.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The most consensual of weapons.
Or rapier to the common man.
Okay, she casts a really cool spell, mostly just because I want to use it, even though this guy might die. She casts what's called Mark of Blood. You see her run her finger across her rapier, kind of bleeding on it a little bit.
I thought you were going to say something.
The next creature you successfully strike with a weapon during the spell's duration takes normal damage from the attack and must make a will save regardless of the outcome. The saving throw, cursed by the Mark of Blood. So she effectively might disappear from this person's view if she hits them. It's a badass spell. All right, and then she will attack and hit. Cool animation.
That was a cool animation.
I didn't see these
Damage.
animations you speak
It
of.
was the
They're
sword
quick.
swinging.
They're quick.
Then he has to roll it. Will save.
Musket flash bang.
Any
What's up with that thing?
critical
I wanna know, how does
failure.
it hang?
He's now pregnant. I mean, what?
The mark. Copy. Oh, I see. Okay. Weird. Okay, so the creature, she hits this creature, and like right above his forehead, you see this kind of mark appear, as it is now marked by her thingy. And Gears, it is your turn.
Nice.
Your turn. Okay. Mirror projection. Pull my dude out. I can't.
Remember, this dude surrendered. I think, right?
Yeah.
Is it a
he's gonna stay
goblin?
on that ship.
No, it's a human. He dropped his weapon and was
There's
like,
your
"Don't hurt
mirror
me."
copy.
I mirror project right there.
Okay.
Attack this dude. Just because I like it better. Feels more natural if it's my real guy. Even though that's technically a mirror. That was one action. Second action, of course, is to attack. Because that's what I do.
The knock up. Oh shit!
Damn, dude. I mean, I've rolled a handful of 20s tonight too.
I'm
nothing
finally on fire.
crazy.
It's
but
about
damn.
time.
Hey, dog.
Holy 80 damage.
He dies, and so
This
does the unborn children.
I feel like this looks like a Sub-Zero finisher from Mortal Kombat.
Why didn't
With
you
the amount
tell
of
me you
damage
were
it did.
recruiting a Harry Sevi to play this game?
Dude, it was like
I don't
this
know
in
where y'all are
Stranger
putting all of
Things.
y'all's money if not in runes for your weapon. What are you doing with yourselves?
I put some money into my armor this time.
Well, you see, there was an inventor who gave me a little something.
I don't even remember what I bought with my money, but apparently it was nothing good.
I sent you a message. JT, you need to buy runes for your weapon.
You spent all your money on hookers, man.
Hookers and drugs. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it's not a bad investment, really. It's just, he just doesn't do as much damage.
Well, the only bad thing is if I lose my weapon, I'm basically useless. What do I do?
Yeah, without that weapon.
I've seen you
yours
bite
is-
people in half. Shut up.
Yeah, that's like 3K. Like that's all of my loot, all of my gold, everything I've ever earned. All right, I got one action left. Is that guy dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one in front, yeah. Yeah, the regular Goblin Pirate does not have 80 hit points. That's
He has 200.
Just gonna move here, just so he'll have another target if he wants to attack, and it will. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I can't do anything else, and I'm just gonna move my mirror somewhere else. He would have disappeared because I moved.
yeah, that's fine. We'll just do this so it doesn't.
Does frightening someone make them off guard?
No, but it gives him the frightened condition. You'll want faint or
I
the
have
tumble
faint.
through.
All right,
Yeah,
so
so you can do
demoralized
that.
was worthless then.
And really, the thing that makes this so OP when I crit is it takes my D6 and turns it into a D10. That's really what pushes it over the edge.
Yeah, the deadly. Not necessarily, because remember, anytime you frighten or anything like that, it is taking their armor class down.
Oh, okay.
So
it's
for you to
easier
like a good, if you're up against somebody, you might want to do like a demoralize, a feint, and then attack. Because if you get all of those, they're a lot easier to hit.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll stack all of those things.
Okay.
So you might get that sneak attack crit, which then is a lot of damage.
Gotcha.
This guy will throw down his weapon here. I'm gonna put so this one next to you, Jupiter, that has 1 hit point, throws down his sword. It puts his hands up. Paul is in a rage, but he has one guy to take his anger out on here. Let's see if he can do it. I believe in you, Paul. I'm less
what are you
believing in
doing?
you. There we go.
Hey.
Drunk. Oh wait, did that take a? Oh, never mind. I'll let him have it.
I mean, he rolled a 1 on damage and still did 11 points of damage, decapitating that other pirate.
Job.
And then he will see that that guy is surrendering, and so he'll
Kills
take
him
his
anyways.
last couple steps onto their ship, shouting and doing things at other pirates. Jupiter, there is the guy next to you who is surrendering, and there's a couple goblin
I say to
pirates,
him, on your knees as I tumble through to go kill this fucker here.
and he will fall to the ground on his knees.
And I don't remember what I rolled for tumble through. Oh,
It should be on the basic attack actions macro.
yeah. There it be. Come on,
He
Cap, leave me the
surrendered. What
fuck
are you
alone.
doing?
I'm not killing him. I'm killing the fucking
Acrobatics?
goblin.
I thought the
All right,
goblin
go for
surrendered.
All
Or was it the
goblins
other
must
guy?
die.
No, the goblins did not surrender.
Gotcha.
The
All right, sorry.
human
I
pirates did.
Even if he did, all goblins must die.
Hey,
Fair.
hey, hey.
You're not a goblin, you're a robot. Fuck off.
I'm a goblin.
You're goblin-like.
Don't remind me.
I'm a
fucker.
goblin at heart.
Ooh, I
Damn,
critted
dude, you
his
guys are getting these
ass.
critical hits.
Everybody's critting today, boys.
Of course, when it comes to
Oh,
like
and
the
he's
little
off
big
guard
fights,
too,
we're
right?
just gonna bot.
So
Uh-huh.
he gets some damage.
Sneak attack.
We've all.
Yeah.
Oh, he gonna die.
41.
Nice.
Oh, he's very dead.
And no.
Is there anyone else alive near me? I want to kill everyone.
There's this guy who
no.
surrendered and threw down his weapon.
The last two
All right,
guys have
I take
surrendered.
that goblin's head
Wait until I rage
and I say, the rest of you surrender or suffer the same fate. You made a mistake this day. Now you're our crew.
Is that my uncle?
Surrendered?
You know what, Jupiter? Since you kind of formally ended the combat, go ahead and roll me two d10s.
It's my uncle Tuco. Tuco the goblin.
Tuco. I got a 10.
All right, that is how many pirates surrendered.
Nice.
So you can do with that what you will. But you guys are, I'm gonna not. There's no need for it to be dark. And yes, so you guys successfully have overtaken the Thresher. They did a club haul. Now, one thing you have to do very quickly, and we're not gonna dice roll this because it's not really an issue. I guess the only issue is have an anchor. So the two ships are sailing because they cut their anchor to do their club hauling maneuver.
No.
But you're not really stopping at the moment, so it's not a big deal. So you have a ship that is got some good damage to it, and you have about 10 of the Thresher pirates who are surrendering to you, Captain Cokenstache.
Dark, to the brig with you.
And as you're going down there, carry this big dead half giant dude. I'm using him later.
How many extra guys
Oh,
do
hold
we have?
on.
I'm taking shit from him while he's on there because I
So-
stabbed him.
I'm gonna use him later too.
How
You
many
can
more?
take. Oh no. Well, he has multiple holes, Captain. That's okay.
How many more guys do we have on our ship than we need?
So your ship. Hold on. I'm gonna let me move his inventory over real quick. Just you'll see. All right. So he has. You'll see some knuckle dusters. One is a +1 flaming black powder knuckle duster. The other was a +1 striking fearsome knuckle duster. You're lucky you missed with that. Those are nasty. Basically brass knuckles. Yeah, he didn't have anything else pretty much other than that. Your ship can hold. Okay, get out of my way. It should say under Pirate's Life on your ship stats. You can have or you need a crew of 20 and one pilot, but you can hold up to 40 people on your ship comfortably.
So we have 20 people at least?
Yeah, whatever it says in Mischief's Maiden, that's how many people you have.
Captain, maybe we should send 10 of our guys on the other ship with 4 or 5 of theirs to work their ship under their command. Take the ship home. No
Not
weapons.
a bad idea.
Once we make sure they have no weapons hidden on their ship.
Agreed.
You have
These
you
two
have
weapons.
25 crew on the Mischief's Maiden.
Oh, so maybe Yeah, 10. Like I said, 10's enough because then
Would
they have
definitely
five
be
to work.
helpful to have another ship moored there at the what is it, Tidewater? I forgot.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's a bigger
Tidewater
ship,
rock.
no less.
Hmm. Do you have any volunteers to be in command of the other ship?
I'll go.
Jack will voice his, throw his hat in the ring for that and say, Captain, I've been thinking since we've taken over the Mischief's Maiden, and he kind of like rubs his, where his knee was, that peg leg is, and kind of, you can see him kind of blink a little bit where his eye patch is, and he goes, I don't know how much help I am on the Mischief's Maiden at sea anymore. If you wish to man another ship, I would sail under your flag and make sure that the name of Cokenstache is spread through the shackles, and offer support to Tidewater Rock as best we could. As it is could be a formidable fortress, but there's not a lot of, they don't have a ship of their own to ferry supplies.
Can we name the boat the Good Boy?
Not a bad idea.
Jupiter and you said it was Paul who did that, or no, Jack? Who did that?
Jack.
Scrimshaw. What's the most important thing when managing a crew and building a successful enterprise of pirating?
Plunder, really, to give to the men and to spend on yourselves and to gain that infamy.
I look over at Jupiter.
Oh, you want an answer from me, Captain?
Well, you're both the ones to captain the ship.
Well, I just want to make sure it gets back safe and these bastards don't act up.
Oh, fair enough. All right. You know what? You make a good argument there, Jack. I give you captainship of the ship. And Jupiter, if you want to tag along, you're more than welcome.
Yeah,
Can we call it the Good Boy, Captain?
I'll
Would
keep
we
him out
name
of
it?
trouble.
Mm.
God, no, Captain.
Captain.
Wait, you're too good a boy. I won't have you leave my side.
I know, but that's why the boat should be named after me, Captain. The Good Boy.
And
I missed the first
you
part of what you
see,
said.
That's a terrible name for a pirate ship.
The stupid name.
We could
you
call
see
it the-
one of the sailors you picked up at Rickety Squibs. He's just been known as the D. And he walks up and he goes, Captain, I worked for Rickety for a few years. I know normally you bring a ship to him to kind of change the name and change up the ship a little bit. But, if you leave us a little bit of money, I could probably do it at the Tidewater Rock. We wouldn't have to worry about Rickety. It probably won't be the best done, but if you're not taking it out to sea, and he kind of looks over the ship and he goes, I don't think these guys were super well known, so I don't think it would be a problem anyway.
Can you name it the Taint Slasher?
I like the cut of this guy's jib. Hold on. I do like the idea. I understand that the boat's not a schooner, okay? But the lucky schooner, it kind of has a nice little ring to it because he's a shoonie and he's lucky, and
I was
he
going to
wants the ship
suggest
named
the
after him.
slippery
Captain.
blade, but she really wanted
You're
to
the
name it after
captain.
Where do you
Maybe
get that
after
name?
I love it.
The
a
stupid
schooner.
dog.
Wanted
I
to get
love it,
picked on by
Captain.
the other ships, I guess, but that's okay.
See, look, Lucky's wagging his tail over here. He likes it.
What if we name every ship the Mischief something? So the Mischief Lucky.
The
Or the
mischief's
lucky
mistress.
Mischief.
The Mischief's Maiden's Maiden.
What was your name, boyo? The one who used to work for Rickety.
Well, Dodgy. They just call me the D. I don't know where that came from, to be honest with you.
The D.
You know what, Captain Cokenstache, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
A dodgy whore.
OD.
Hey.
Hey,
You think you would know exactly where that came from? For flowy pirates pants don't leave much to the imagination.
I look down and then I look up again and then look down. Yeah, I couldn't imagine where you got that name. Why don't we ponder on it on the way back? And if we can't think of anything by the time we get back, maybe we'll just have you surprise us with a name. Nothing stupid.
Oh, good.
Of course,
the dog
Captain, I
is
would
out.
never.
The Lucky Shooter. I like it.
Yeah, the ship itself doesn't hold a lot. These guys were running very low. Pretty much the only stuff they had was supplies for themselves and arms and armament for the men. So they only had 3 plunder on the
Oh.
ship.
Gross.
I wonder why they lost.
And go ahead and somewhere just mark 5 explosive cannon balls. Whether you just want to make an item for it, and I will. There's stats. I saw stats in one of the 8 different books I have on naval battles for different tabletops. I'll find a good statistic for that.
What is it? Consumables, explosive cannonballs.
Yeah, you can just make a new item and call it that for now.
All right. And you said 5 of them?
Yeah. They
Dope.
had 10, but a few of them got bloated up. Which is fine, because it put pretty much all those pirates who jumped on your ship like lower than half hit points.
Wait, is it these kinds of cannons? It's 2 ends or 1?
C-A-N-O-N?
I can't remember if it's cannon. I think it's 2 ends, because cannon with 1
Cannonball?
end is like it's canon to the story, right? Or am I backwards?
I don't know. Words are.
I don't remember.
I don't know. What's the name of the cannon on the ship? I think the cannon you have is it is C-A-N-N-O-N. Yeah. 2 ends is the.
Yard, I won the 2nd grade
Weapon.
spelling bee.
But yeah, so now getting the ship back, are you going to just tow it? You have 2 options. You can just, like you did when you first captured the man's promise, which is now the Mischief's Maiden. You can tow it behind, of course, leaving a small contingent of men just in case something were to happen. Or you can set them a sail to meet you at Tidewater Rock, probably before morning, since it took you probably an hour or 2 to catch the Thresher. You'll probably be back early as the sun is rising.
I say towing it is fine. I don't imagine after those mass shots it's ship shape, as it were.
Well, it's not like they got very far.
And you can. I will tell you that the Thresher is about half hit points. So it is damaged. It is just under what is called the broken threshold, which is where you start taking negatives to just about everything. But it's not. It can be sailed.
It's gonna be rough
Just-
to get this thing back in ship shape.
Probably just take some time.
Okay.
Basically, and then if you're gonna squib it a little bit, a minor squibbing just to change the name and kind of change some of the view lines,
Mhm.
probably about a week.
That's not so bad.
No, not too bad at all. But yeah, you guys make it back to Tidewater Rock as the sun is kind of cresting the horizon, and everybody there is glad to see you. Lady Smithy is obviously excited to see you. Captain goes, I am glad you're back. We got rid of most of the bodies except for that captain. But
Hope you put her head on a pike as a warning for the rest of them.
I don't think there needs to be a warning, Jupiter. I think you dealt with whoever it
Well,
was.
I meant the next
here
match.
for it.
Yard, you said you still have the body there. Why don't we have someone take it to me workshop?
Oh God.
Yeah, of course.
I have plans.
I was gonna make a skull zombie.
Are you gonna bang another corpse,
Okay.
Captain?
No, I'm not gonna bang the corpse. I have other plans with it.
Giving that
Much
up, I
more.
see.
Much more inventive.
Hand job, got it.
Yes.
Captain, I thought of another name.
Huh?
How about the Mischief Golden Tail?
Oh Christ!
Jesus fucking Christ. Why would let a dog name the ships all of a sudden?
I still say it's the slippery blade because it tried to sneak in like a slippery blade and cut our throats and failed.
No, because the last Slippery we knew, he ran off like a little bitch.
Yeah, he was my best friend and he abandoned us.
Yes, well, he saw your choices of ship names and it probably broke him.
We could name it Cokenstache.
I didn't. Oh, the mischief Cokenstache.
Stash and Coke is what you
Just
should name it.
Cokenstache. Yeah, or Coke. Cocaine. I don't even know what that is, but it
The
sounds
mischief cocaine.
Clearly, none of you
True.
were writers in another life.
The slippery
cocaine
stash
maiden.
of coke and gears.
The cocaine maiden.
And-
That doesn't really make a whole lot.
I do not need my name on a ship. I do not have that kind of
The slippery
insecurity.
stash. No, the slippery stash of lucky gears. There it is.
Royster will kind of hobble up to you as he's still, a little wounded. Whatever that poison was kind of ran through him and say,
Spend the night-
Captain, I think a feast might be in order. There is 1 or 2 sheeps we can deal without if we would like to roast it, and maybe there's a barrel or 2 of decent rum and a couple bottles of wine with a good vintage. Like
All
to
right, I like the
celebrate
way
this
you think.
victory.
I like the way you think. A feast it is for now. We should celebrate this
Good.
victory as we've come out. A ship and 3 plunder richer.
We can name it the
As well as a nice
ooh,
corpse map.
the Golden Cog.
Well, we also have to see who's going to join the crew and who's going to join the bottom of the sea.
How about the golden tail?
All of these pirates are willing
Lucky
to
Stash.
join you guys. As you kind of start questioning them, you can tell that they were in rough waters. A couple of them were talking about a mutiny anyway, and it was the fact that Isabella failed the last 2 boarding attempts to board merchant vessels, and so they've gone a very long time without any plunder, which is also why they were so easy to surrender.
And I can see that you were all sexually frustrated by being in her presence, and she probably never gave you anything. I mean, look at her.
To
look
be
at her-
honest,
her-
Captain, is she?
It's on the bike.
One of them leans in and goes, "Look, I've been on the Thresher for a long time, and she may have been attractive to look at, but she was a disgusting human being."
The slippery golden stash.
Just wait till I'm done with her.
The Lucky Black
Yes.
Stash.
Well, I would recommend maybe some bleach before you touch anything there, Captain.
Oh, that kind.
I knew
Ugh.
she had the herbs.
I look at
We
the-
called
I
it
look at
the. We,
I look at the head. Is there like a cold sore?
he looks over and he goes, "You know how there's those things of dead pools that some ships have. Who will die the first? Well, we had one of crab pools, the first, and how big they would be if they come out of between her legs, Captain." Blech.
We'll make sure to disinfect the corpse.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I got work to do. I tell you what, you all can come up with a name for the ship betwixt yourselves. I give y'all authority.
The slippery golden stash.
The Golden Hand Job.
Pretty good.
I
one.
will spend the rest of my
mischief-
night lamenting being
mischief-
part of this crew and their bad
slippery
choice of names.
Slippery hand job.
Slippery hand
the
job.
mischief stash.
Slippy the hand job.
The mischief
Slippy
stash.
the Lucky Black Stash. That's a good one. I like that one.
Slippery
Lucky
coke
Coke.
stash.
How about the lucky maiden? So we have the mischief maiden and the lucky maiden.
We
That's
could have
not
this
terrible.
That's
the Slippy
not a bad
Maiden,
one.
and then the what would Gears be? Gears isn't really a descriptor word.
The robot.
New Iron.
Mm.
Ooh, the goblin killer.
Steel.
We should have a fleet, the maiden fleet, out on their maiden voyage. I like it.
And that tooth in there
Slippery.
for my sharp form.
Well, I was gonna say the Steel Fist or the Steel Jaw would be a good one for Gears.
Mm. I like it.
The one hit kill maiden.
I
critical
took me
maiden.
2 hits and he didn't even die.
Maiden.
You got the kill.
So did we decide on the name for the new ship?
That's gonna take us weeks.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
Lucky
yeah,
Maiden.
it'll be like August by the time we come up with something.
I like the lucky maiden. Let's go.
I like the Lucky Maiden.
I like the
Sure.
slippery maiden.
Always a contrarian, damn it. Hmm.
Oh, good thing you're not a member of the of the higher.
The maiden's pussy
crew.
after.
Oh, I'll cut your
Jupiter.
You can try.
Although
had
I
a
do
throat.
feel a little bad. I know that Slippy had a few names of the ship, and he did leave. And he also gave me this very nice blade.
I'll burn the ship before we name it after that froggy son of a bitch.
Is
And
that
somewhere
true,
There's
across,
a line in the sand, Captain. Where's the sand?
and somewhere across the shackles, you think for a moment, Wilhelm. There are two Grippleys up to pirating
not,
and
there are two.
shenanigans. Yeah,
Shall
he
hunt
ran
them
off
down.
with a maiden of for himself.
That's the slippery.
Yeah. Oh, the Iron Maiden is Gear's ship. The Iron Maiden.
We'd have
Well,
to make
yeah,
a rock song
woman.
for that.
No, the figurehead just couldn't be a girl. You know what I mean? It would just have to be something. It'd have to be the torture device.
Oh, I can make one of the undead and just chain them up to the front of the ship. The Iron Maiden.
What you
All
can do
right.
with that bitch?
I'll tell you what. We'll leave it up to chance.
Yes, Captain.
All right. Heads or tails? Gears, call it. Heads or tails?
I thought you said you were leaving it up to chance.
We'll go heads.
Heads. And so Jupiter, you have tails.
He only has one tail, Captain.
What is
Son
that?
of a bitch.
I don't know what that is. You didn't say.
It would be heads. One is normally
Yeah,
heads.
one head, two tails.
Lucky's maiden it is. I'm sorry. Sorry there,
Or the Iron
Jupiter.
Maiden. What the hell? The Iron Maiden changed the game. No, we can be Lucky's Maiden.
We'll all get our own ships at some point. I don't recall getting a ship called the Wilhelm's Maiden, although Wilhelm's got himself a nice maiden waiting for him back in the fortress.
The maiden's
Speaking of which,
badge.
And you guys are probably having. I was gonna say you guys are probably
That maiden
having
has
this
peas and carrots.
conversation. During the feast and whatnot, and as you kind of say that, Wilhelm, you have yourself a maiden. You make eye contact with her as she seems to be going up the stairs, and that slit of her dress seems to be calling your name.
I got a name, and it'll put you in good with your girlfriend. The Maiden's Iron Grip.
I like that one too.
That's the name of Wilhelm's peg leg.
All right, the workshop can wait. I have other business I need to attend to. And I
need some Vaseline.
Watch out for those giant crabs.
Guaranteed to give you a Charlie horse when you ride that ship.
The rest of you just kind of celebrating in the livery of victory.
I guess so.
Okay. Just for shits and giggles, Wilhelm, you roll me a performance check.
Oh God.
Now he's going to not want it again.
I have no bonus in performance.
You sure don't.
I'm gonna doubloon that one.
Don't get worse.
You know, I mean,
It's
to
This
give
is his
you
best
credit,
performance, okay?
to give you credit, and you could see that she understands, as you did fight through the night and into the morning, and came back and are giving it your best effort. You think that it is appreciated.
She's faking it the whole time.
I feel like Danny DeVito in the episode of It's Always Sunny. Hold still. So I'm done in like 2 minutes, and I head straight to the laboratory.
Yeah. I mean, you had other things on your mind.
Yeah.
Crabs.
Would
But
never miss a chance.
darling, I'm sorry, but I've got other things on me mind. Here, why don't you follow me?
This is still his best performance out of the roles.
And,
Wait, you're gonna bring him to the basement with the dead body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I think
It's
I'll
a fair
stay
nod.
at Tidewater Rock. This isn't really my type of thing.
Oh.
But She kisses you on the cheek and says, "If you need me for anything, you know where to find me."
Oh, we ain't leaving just yet. I'll need you a couple more times.
And she winks at you and walks away. Now, you guys have you're at kind of a point now where you got options again. Tidewater Rock is secured. You have a new ship that is being squibbed and repaired, so that'll probably be a little while before that is ready to go. You have Rosie
Did-
Cuswell
Did she?
and Contrabar have set out to Quent to kind of spread your infamy and maybe get some more frequent ships to come to Tidewater Rock with supplies and whatnot.
I thought they were getting reinforcements to come stock this place up.
Yeah, they're a little
And
late.
some reinforcements. They said it could take a couple weeks. You guys have been here for about a week now, give or take a couple days after this event. So
We have
yeah,
that mission from that guy. Verdu or
Yes, we
something.
should hold to our word.
you have that. You have the map on Inkskin, and you have the from Blues Bite Embrace by the Grave Lady's Prize Tooth with the Dawnflower's First Kiss, climb the Captain's Wayward Orb to claim Old King's Hoard.
Captain, I have an idea.
Hmm.
Since I'm well, that's pretty much my idea, Captain. I was thinking, since we know the lady of the establishment back at the what is that place called?
The whorehouse?
Yes, but where's the whorehouse?
At Port Peril?
Port Peril. Maybe we should start a little whorehouse here of our own, staffed by her ladies, and this will bring more incoming people to our island and grow our infamy, Captain.
Hmm.
Plus, I'll have something to do while you're off with your lady. I won't be standing around looking at this stupid dog.
Hmm.
Why are
Setting
you
up an
looking at me?
enterprise.
You can look at the first mate.
Setting
He's
up
so
an
wrong.
enterprise at the southern edge of the shackles. That's a fantastic idea there, Jupiter.
I thought it was pretty good.
Bringing more honest money into the area.
Nothing
I like
more
it.
honest than a whore, Captain.
I would wholeheartedly disagree with you, but
Well, the business.
I still like it. What are you thinking, Skin?
And I'll look over, and standing next to me, I imagine I spent probably a good little while in the lab. But standing next to me is the headless corpse of Inkskin as my clockwork reanimation.
Oh God. Also,
Oh,
Captain.
what does this thing look like?
We love clockwork reanimation.
It's basically like, I imagine it's basically Inkskin's headless corpse with like maybe a bunch of gyros and gears like kind of popping up out of the neck, and maybe like an exhaust port that comes out, like you see those muscle cars that have the air intakes with the flaps that open and close, and that's coming out of the top of her neck. But the rest of her, she's still got her skin and everything, but there's there's like a exoskeleton with a frame and all kinds of like joints and rivets that have hydraulics hooked up to them, and you can hear it just like there's little wisps of steam every time she moves and moves.
Do you have
an
a
appendage.
crab launcher?
I've never seen a more beautiful lady in my life.
Captain, we could train the horse to get secrets and leads from the visitors as well if we trained them.
Have our own little spy network.
Exactly.
We might need a little seed money, no pun intended.
Wilhelm, will you roll me one more society roll, as you were kind of working with Inkskin's skin this whole time?
Yeah.
I want to see if maybe you can suss out this map a little bit more.
I thought you were going to give me
Hey.
Hey,
Beautiful. All right. So you maybe even take a few minutes to study this map at some point, get some clarity. But that this is referring to Mancatcher's Cove, which is on
Mancatcher's
this
It's up here.
Cove.
It's
map
over here.
somewhere.
It's over here. If you
Yep.
see my ping.
I should be able to bring you all over.
You should probably ask the crew about this too.
And you remember Mancatcher's Cove. You know, you find it on the map, and maybe it takes you a little while, of a very famous captain who is now deceased or missing. Cyrus Wolf. Fabled hidden treasure is supposed to be somewhere in that area.
The treasure of Cyrus Wolf.
Cyrus Wolf, yes.
Interesting. I do believe I recall a tale of when Cyrus Wolf had some buried treasure over there in Mancatcher Cove, and I do believe.
And I'll point out little points on Inkskin's body, and I like accidentally poke a boob, and I'm like, oh,
Sorry, improper. If you follow this here, you can see the outline of the islands over here. I do believe that's Mancatcher Cove right there.
Or actually, Mancatcher Cove is right here. It just the name of it. You look at that little arrow, that little circle dot right there.
You see that? It's right on the underboob, right there. It's hidden really well.
Love a good underboob.
Everyone does.
I just see the captain like lifting it up so he can be like pointing to it.
Or if you look here, the right breast here, right on the nipple, is the Holy Isle of Besmara.
You know, Captain, if I was you, I would be wary of the Wailing Cave. You never know what's in there still.
Have you tried tweaking the nipple? Sometimes things can happen.
Well, that's not how I programmed it, but perhaps. Do we know, has she been recently pregnant?
It's not my baby, Captain.
That you're unsure of. You didn't really do any of that before you started taking bits and pieces out.
I examined her belly. Are there any C-section scars?
Well, seeing as how her belly is probably stretched to fit your map, well, if there was one, you definitely replaced it with another scar or slit or something like that.
Slit.
Oh, another, yeah. What about your friend that keeps appearing on your captain's desk every time, even though you try to hide it? It seems that maybe it has some sort of magical detail to it, to where
he has a trap.
Why can't I get rid of it? And why is this hallway sticky?
Is that thing showing up again?
Yeah, and anytime he tries to hide it, it appears back on his desk at some other point.
I throw it into the sea. I open
You
the
turn
window
around
to the captain's quarters.
You turn around and it's sort of sitting in her desk, flipping back and forth a little bit. There's like a seashell stuck in it this time. A little seaweed.
It's a magical pocket pussy, Captain.
How does it do that? I need to disenchant this damn thing immediately. It's so disgusting.
So I want to pick it up and just start like looking at it to see if there's like anything that like has like a return to sender button or something. Like
you know what? Roll me an Arcana check, since you are now, unless you took Detect Magic as one of your prepared spells.
Ooh, the JJ brings up a good point. Can I have a rune on my member? A rune?
I mean, it's solid rune on Wilhelm's member.
On your dick?
Yeah, like a Prince Albert,
I mean, yeah. Next time you get to Port Peril, you can look around somebody that might have, a magic cock ring or a magic piercing of some kind.
I didn't think of that one.
so.
Good job.
Do you? I don't know if you guys realize like the two completely opposite tones that the two games we have on this channel have.
We're covering bases here.
We have a wide variety of content just for you guys.
Yeah.
I can
you.
I mean, there's no cock rings in Lord of the Rings.
Believe it or not, no. I mean, they're.
I mean, yeah. What's the ring then?
You've been carrying it this whole time.
No, that's the other Lord of the Rings.
Damn it! My cock ring fell off.
you get a couple auras from it as you're detecting magic on it. With your 14, you're not exactly sure the properties specifically, but you think that that kind of stickiness that the captain keeps complaining about is a sort of perpetual lubricant that it just seeps. And then the one that you can't really suss out is that like magic of returning. It just you're not sure what spell or what type of magic is being used for that. But you do pick up that there is more than one type of magic on this. Yes.
So I actually have a +10 to Arcana because I didn't realize
Oh,
that what's it called?
so you
Makes
got a
me
22. Yeah, so you got a 22 instead. I'll say the same thing just because it's not the type of magical enhancement that your runes or anything is like. So the stuff that you are familiar with magically,
Mhm.
Almost
not
like
quite like
identified
them.
too. Almost.
So you don't know what's being used for that, whether it is connected to Wilhelm itself or maybe it's just the item or what. But you do know it is self lubricating, so to speak.
Oh god.
Captain, it spits in itself. So it doesn't hurt your thing.
It'd be a fine cup to make mac and cheese in. Just saying.
Okay. Well, anyway, as in where the party is going next. What
That's for ley lines.
are you where are you off to? You
Where's
got
that place that was Badeau's? What place
It
was
was it
way up top. He was
Drenchport up on Tempest K, right?
Uh-huh.
that? So why don't we try to do the Inkwells thing because it's kind of on the way if we go in like this direction.
If we take the scenic route.
Yeah, well, this way is just like straight through all this shit,
Mm-hmm.
and this way we could just hit a whole bunch of shit on the way. We can explore.
Village
set up
as we
for it.
go.
Yeah, give it a little zig and a little zag. I like it.
Yeah,
I think it's time people learn the name of our ship and our crew.
yeah.
Let's bring terror to the Isles.
I agree.
That way we can plunder some bitches with gears just smacking
Well,
everybody.
I haven't even turned off my be good button yet. Just wait.
What does that
You
mean?
know what? I would like Jupiter and Gears to make me perception checks, please.
The best.
Gears. Tidewater Rock is famous for its view onto the shipping lanes south kind of the shackles here. And maybe there's a day that you are looking out trying to figure out which way to go and all these things when you notice there is a ship out on the water, just on the horizon, far enough for you to see it, but it not really to be able to see the shackles with your vantage point and everything. That seems to be riding low, seems to be a heavy hull, maybe out. And you think that with the good wind and the right angle, that you could probably cut that ship off while it is out in that deep water so it has nowhere to go.
Captain, ship on the horizon. It's riding low. It's heavy with goods. We haul less. We can take her.
And so close to home, it's almost too good to be true.
We'll take her like it's prom night, Captain. Let's get going.
On her back she is. Let's go.
You heard the
All right.
captain. Man the sails. Lucky,
Yes, first mate Gears.
go that way. I don't know the sailor talk for it, but
Avast ye, matey.
I'm going
eventually
that
may
way.
need to the port side, you scallywag.
I'm on it. And I run over and start to sail.
Perfect. And I think that is a great spot for tonight's episode. Again, as Darth Dave shows up every time.
As
But
Willie.
great to see you, Darth Dave.
Hey, Dave.
We specifically wait
hello,
till he
Darth
says something
Dave.
in the chat, and we're like,
And just watch.
"Now
Sebby's gonna
then."
host us immediately after like last
in
week,
like
too.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch. But yeah, I think that's a good spot to end the episode, just because I feel like another ship combat will be a little too long for this evening. But we will start with High Seas Battle once again, and maybe some more boarding action, maybe more plunder this time, as this Thresher was not doing too great in the pirating realm.
Well, other than being a new
Yeah,
ship.
I think they were desperate.
Yeah, I think they were desperate, and their reason for doing what they were doing, you may find out, may never know. But that is for next time. That is for maybe the mysteries of Mancatcher Cove and whatever else you guys attempt to chase. But on that note, let's go around the deck here and tell people what you got going on, where you can be found, what fun things you got in the realm of stuff. Tag somebody after that. And you know what? We will swing it. We'll start with Biggles.
All right, so I got Anime Talk and Monster Hunter Wild and Trials of Cold Steel on my channel going basically all during the weekends and then Monday nights. And that is the youtube.com/BigglesMets. And it's a good time over there. I got Crimson and Little Chad joining me on Monday nights where we talk anime. And then they go way off topic, and then I try to bring it back to where we were talking about. So Monday nights are a good time. And I'm going to pass it to the first mate, Gears.
Oh, thank you so much. MegaReacts here. You can catch me here, obviously, Tuesday nights. I'm Gears the Goblin. So much fun. On Sundays on JT's channel, where I play Lucian Lazar, who is very nonviolent compared to Gears. And soon, on April 6th, will be the first werewolf game that we'll be hosting on JT's channel. You can go to his channel now, check out our character creation stream. It was a lot of fun, had a lot of laughs. It was a good time. Other than that, my YouTube channel, MegaReacts, Patreon MegaReacts, TikTok MegaReacts, BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey. I'm on a bunch of stuff. Check me out, and I will throw it to Moss.
Thank you, thank you. Obviously, I'm on Moonskull like 4 days a week now, so go and check that out over there. Fear of Ages Past drops every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, and all of the other things. Let's see, what else? A little bit of an announcement. There will be no Saturday morning map making this week as I have family affairs to attend to. But if you are interested in those maps, go check out our Patreon. There's cool stuff over there. And I'll pass it to JT.
Yes, Moonskull at least 3 times a week right now. And then for Friday after Moonskull, we got some Kaiju Watch with Caleb, and we'll watch some giant monsters or Kung Fu or some other things. And then on Sunday, we got the Rifts game with Mega and the rest of the crew, which is always a lot of fun. And like Mega said, on the 6th of next month, we start the 6-week werewolf game, which we had an amazing character creation stream on Sunday. Please hit the link tree and go to my YouTube and subscribe there if you haven't already, and rewatch that one so you can get caught up for the werewolf stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. And join the Discord as well, also in the link tree. This way you can keep abreast of all the things we're going on at the Savage Nation. It's a lot of fun over there too. And I will give it to the big man himself, JJ.
Well, thank you, and thank you everybody for being here this evening. I'm having fun playing Pirates. It's super fun to see what shenanigans these crew. I will tell you, this is very different from the last time I ran this campaign. You guys are doing very different things, which is great to see. You know, and pirates can go anywhere and do anything, so it's super great. But yes, hang out with all these people. Come join our Discord, and yeah, keep a lookout on the Patreon and all that stuff of ours over here at Tales of the Dragons Tavern. As I have 1.5 weeks till I move, and then I will be able to put more focus on streaming again and stuff like that because I won't have the shitty internet. I'm super
Hope you
excited
get
for
the
that.
good internet.
It'll at least be better. That's for sure. Just at least somewhat streamable. I might not be able to do high-end games, but there's still some stuff I'll be able to do. But yeah, and other than that, me and Biggles here are going to the Renaissance Festival this weekend, so I might take some videos, do some shorts for us, and do some fun stuff like that if we see anything cool. But yeah, thank you all for being here, and have a great night and a good weekend. And Moss, you can take us out.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I'm the one in charge.
Bye,
Dagnabbit.
everybody.
So long, a gay boy.
Bye bye.